Welcome to the Brunswick Group Therapy Podcast with Lucas and Kimberlee.
All right, episode number 53.
Here we go.
We celebrated our 1-year anniversary with the podcast. And
We did.
I got pied in the face.
I got pied.
Cheater.
Gosh, you guys are still salty about that.
Yeah.
My husband goes, I'm surprised they allowed you. I go, allowed me? Wait. I didn't ask for permission.
Thought about knocking it out of your hands.
Right.
And while we were there, we interviewed the owner of the backyard.
Yeah, you guys are going to hear that in a little bit. So great things going on there. New stuff going on. And so you'll hear about that shortly.
You obviously follow Market 42 on Facebook.
I do.
And you saw that they started building.
Finally.
Massive steel beams. And they post almost every single day on their Facebook page. And it's fun to see what they're posting. Earlier this week, they said that they have a sit-down 120-seat bar to enjoy the food from select restaurants.
I can't vision that.
I can't either, but it says that we're going to have a dozen restaurants.
Like in the complex?
I assume it's going to be like a food court setting where you go up to a counter and order food.
And then go to the bar and get the drink or whatever.
Like they would, like
Should
a
be
rest stop
interesting.
would have or something.
I mean, I've seen outside renderings, but I haven't seen anything. Have you seen anything about inside?
I did see some pictures of it
Did
inside. Yeah, so they're going to have, obviously vendors that you can purchase food, supplies, and stuff like that and take home. They're going to have outdoor farmers markets seasonally as permitted.
Very nice.
It's going to be a nice destination. I think it will attract people from quite a distance, just like the two new wineries will.
Yeah.
So
that Pearl Road corridor
let's
build
do
up
it.
you're talking
Let's do
about.
it, Pearl Road.
Yep. Oh, gosh. What else we got?
Island Time is opening up next Saturday, June 1st.
Nice. I went by and saw them. I think they were trimming some trees or something and sprucing everything up. No pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
I just threw that out there. So make sure you go check them out. One of the few places that around here that even has mini golf.
Yeah, and batting
Outdoors,
cages.
at least.
I can't think of a batting cage nearby either.
Not outdoors, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I know they have some type of ice cream. I don't know if it's soft serve or hard serve or
Oh,
that's
here we
what
go
they've had
again.
in the past. Remember they had Dole Whip? Everybody went crazy over Dole Whip.
And so they got rid of it.
Oh, did they?
Well, I think.
I don't know.
I think it was the previous owners that had the Dole Whip.
We'll have to reach out.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Speaking of flavors, Donutland announced a
Peaches
flavor
and
of the week.
cream.
So every
Telling
week
ya.
they're going to have a new flavor. That's what I like about Rosatis. You can't fall in love with any one thing because it's gone the next day.
Maybe I want a monogamous relationship
With a flavor?
With a flavor.
No. So I did not yet stop in for a peaches and cream donut, but I do still have a couple more days. It says that it's going to go Tuesday through Sunday, each flavor. And you can get it in a donut, a Long John, or a Boston cream style donut with chocolate frost.
So I have to tell you, we've lived here over 20 years. And for some reason, my husband just started going there. Like he just discovered it. And I'm like, dude, where have you been? And then he's like, oh, you need to stop and get us some sour cream donuts or whatever the current thing is that he's on. I stopped in at 5:30 after work. Mm-hmm. There were 7 people in front of me at 5:30 at night. I'm like, people, really? So like 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 at night.
It's always been 2 or 3 people in line every time. And I go once a week at least, because it's donuts.
Well, keep
it's like
doing
pizza.
Right. Oh my gosh. So Brunswick is hiring a company to prepare a Parks and Rec master plan. So what that might look like, policies, land use, etc. So if there's something that you would like to see improved in the future, there's a post up there.
Yeah.
And did they have the fishing derby? I thought that was postponed. I don't know. And I didn't see it.
They did have the Brunswick Optimist had the fishing derby on Saturday the 18th.
Yeah, because it was postponed.
Yeah.
And then speaking of fishing, I don't know if you have it in the lineup because I didn't look at the lineup this week. I didn't do my research. But anyway, there was a video on Fox 8 of a little boy that was so excited. And he's from Brunswick.
I saw that.
So that was really, really neat. Fishing down, I think, at Lake Erie.
Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
said
just
he caught
so cute.
pretty large fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to prepare this master plan. It's going to collect input from the residents. So start thinking about how you want to see the parks and the rec center used and improved over the next, usually a master plan's over a course of 10 or 25 years. Nothing happens overnight with a city.
Right. Any
but
city.
Once they create a plan, they usually do a pretty good job of sticking to it.
Right. Right.
So that'll be exciting.
So if you have any ideas, reach out and let's do that. The Junior Fire Academy is coming back, Brunswick Hills Fire Department. It's for ages 12 through 18. And that is going to be Friday, June 28th from 8 to 4. And lunch will be provided. If you'd like to sign up or for additional questions, get in touch with Lieutenant Andrew Pavel or just message Brunswick Hills firefighters.
Mm-hmm. And did you see they swore in their 6th full-time firefighter?
I did see that.
Curtis.
Congratulations and welcome aboard, young man. Yeah. They're getting younger and younger.
And the township is growing and growing with now 6 full-time. A couple closures this week. We have Hermans is closing today, Friday the 24th, all the way through Memorial Day, the 27th. Wishing everybody a safe and happy holiday. Taking a little vacation there or giving the staff time off. And Sidelines will also be closed Sunday and Monday, the 26th and 27th.
Good for them.
Taking some time off.
Good for them.
Yeah. And that's all the posts I have. Without further ado, let's take it over to Luke at the backyard. Hear about what's going on out there on that beautiful patio.
We are here at the backyard talking to Luke, who's one of the owners. And we're going to talk to him about what they got planned for the summer and a little bit. We'll just let you go right into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk to us.
So our dedication and focus is obviously always to the summer, and we're super excited about this year. We're spending some money, putting in a lot of sweat equity to kind of change the feel from what it has been in previous years. And this week we've got new coolers rolling in. We're going to have an 8-tap draft system out there to expand your variety on drafts. We've got the outdoor kitchen, which is getting built up. We've got the smoker, which we always love, and that's always a first come, first serve, and it sells out quick. But we've got some really fun plans out there. Our biggest dedication right now that we're working on is to try to bring as many events here or just activities that people can do. Sundays, we're going to try to make those a family-based day. So people that are my age, 33, that have a young kid that missed the bar life, but also don't want to go out on a Friday or Saturday, they can come up with the kids, and the kids can play in the yard. And we're going to be getting some ice cream up here, and it's going to be, the ice cream truck style ice cream. The SpongeBob popsicles or, a Klondike or things like that. We're trying to kind of change the demographic or broaden the demographic. So that way we can kind of hit all markets in Brunswick, because we know that we're not living in a young part of town. We're not living in an old part of town. We're living in a broad town where certain people are trying to raise a family. Certain people are home from college, and certain people are retiring out here, because Brunswick's a great community, and we want to try to bring everybody in and give them I call it the patio dive in the city, because we've been around forever. So there's always something breaking, but there's also something new, on the other side of it.
So you mentioned the kitchen.
Yes.
And so you have a special summer menu that you guys are going to be rolling out?
And I can't pull the entire curtain off on it. There's going to be smash burgers. There's going to be deli salads for the volleyball players. There's going to be a quick order menu with pre-prepared salads, ready to serve immediately, pre-prepared wraps, all that kind of stuff. So, we're trying to build our cook schedule around having a prep cook that does a lot of that stuff. So that way, when we are super busy, if you don't want to wait 35 minutes for food, we have a tiny kitchen, and even when we build the outdoor kitchen, it's still going to be small. Right. You've got something that you can pick up, eat. It's going to be delicious, well made, and it'll be light, so you can still jump around on the volleyball court.
Right. Salads don't normally get me excited, but when you put the word deli in front of it, I don't know what it is, but that might be something I'd go for. I just recently had a gyro here, and it was very phenomenal. The onion was fresh, and the tzatziki sauce was very, very good. And I haven't got to try yet the wings. I saw the wings on the smoker, but they looked really, really good
I had
too.
the wings.
Yeah?
I had the wings, and then your wife shared the fries, which were seasoned with something. What are they seasoned with?
You haven't had the smoked wings yet.
I have not had, no, they weren't smoked wings, but they were good. They were huge. Your wings are very large.
Yes.
And somebody said to me, definitely in the top 3 in this area.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, in food, there's 2 parts to it. For one, you got to have somebody good cooking it, which we have in spades. And then on the flip side, crap in, crap out. So we buy high quality food in order to deliver a high quality product. So the smoked wings are going to be a staple of the entire summer. That's the easiest thing that we can make on the smoker on holidays, on special days, and pay attention to Instagram and Facebook. We'll be letting everybody know that we're going to make the ribs, when we're going to make the briskets, when we're going to do a pig roast, and all that stuff. But I think the staple of this year is efficiency and high quality food delivered over and over and over again. And it's the McDonald's model. Shrink your menu and deliver high quality food every time as fast as you can while maintaining your standards.
Nice.
The daily specials will be rolled out soon, and that's going to be something, again, that is well prepped and we're ready to serve it consistently. And those will be served, Thursday to Sunday, which is our busiest days.
So obviously the backyard has a fantastic patio. When I think patios, I can't think of another one in Medina County as great as this one, with the very large bar outside, plenty of seating. I don't think I've ever come here and every seat in the place has been filled. It's come close. And then there's plenty of tables outside. What are some of these events? I know you have trivia. I know you have some live music. What are you thinking about this summer?
So happy to report DJ Dan, who works over at Caddy Shack, which is another local business. Shout out to them. They do a fantastic job. They're another small bar like we are. He'll be up here doing karaoke on Saturdays out on the patio. It's not going to be every Saturday, but he's going to be up here. We've got a few dinner hour acoustic acts. They're going to be out there playing, a little bit lower energy. During the evenings, we're going to turn the music up. We're going to try to bring a lot of the people that have come in the later nights and cater to them in those hours. Outside of that, one of the things that I've got in my back pocket that I probably shouldn't talk about because it's not 100% done yet, but dream for the last 2 years was inflatable days for Sundays. Got a large yard, bring in a bunch of inflatables, let the families play on them. Outside of that, cornhole tournaments, random Saturdays or Sundays, where, again, we can come together as a community. One of the things that I think about as a core memory as to why I got into the business is that this country was basically founded in a tavern. The Boston Tea Party happened and was planned in a tavern in Boston. Mm-hmm. George Washington, when he won the Revolutionary War, first thing he did was retire his commission and took all of his generals to it. And I'm a student of history, I love history. But you translate that to modern day, it's where do important conversations happen outside of, the People's House, outside of the Senate, outside of the White House, outside of our city halls. They happen in bars. Yeah. And on social media, rhetoric gets crazy. And I'm not one to talk politics at the bar, but every time I have, never gotten weird.
Right.
It's an actual back and forth, and it brings you back down to earth in the way that we're all residents of Brunswick, or we're all residents, or citizens of the United States. We can have these conversations.
Right.
I was just listening to another podcast lately, and they were talking about how online the rhetoric can get so bad. Mm-hmm. And somebody compared that to when we're driving, and somebody cuts you off. Ah. And how we're equally as brave in the real world when we're in our doors and the windows are closed and you scream at the driver in front of you. So the first bastion or the first line of defense against that is when you walk into the bar. We do it all of us. We live in Northeast Ohio. If you live in LA, you're out surfing, or Florida, you're out on the beach. Up here in the Northeast, in the Midwest, we drink and we spend time in bars, and this is where we can all talk. This is where we can break down the political lines, and we can just have a good time. And that's my main goal as a business owner.
You want a comfortable place for people to gather and just talk about what they want to talk about,
right?
That kind of thing. Want to mention that we're sitting in the front room here, and my childhood memory of this front room is it was Bud's Meat Market. And so this is just kind of nostalgic for me. And this room's available for like a private
and the
gig.
patio's available as well.
Okay. Is there any charge to use the room? As
Absolutely.
long as you're eating and no charge?
Yeah.
Perfect.
We've got a catering menu.
And how many can you fit in here, do you think, in this
Up here,
front room?
we fit as many as 50.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Those are usually the rowdier parties where we're having a lot of fun. And,
It sounds like things are changing up a little bit around here.
Yeah.
And do you have any final words that you want to, tell anybody about the backyard?
So I'll skip over the backyard on this. But there's a lot of small businesses in Brunswick. There's also big boys. When you can, give the little guys a chance first. If they let you down 3 times in a row, you got no reason to go back to them. But I'm not the only small business in Brunswick. There's Hermans, there's Family Tavern, there's, and I'm going to draw a blank obviously right now, but name a few because I know you guys talk to every single one. Yes, Sidelines.
Draft House.
Manzo's.
There
we go.
Niners. We could just go
Yeah,
all the way down Pearl Road, right?
Yeah. While we are technically competition, we're all allies in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
None of us are driving Lamborghinis home. We just want to put food on the table at home. So come here. If you have a bad experience, let us know.
Right.
We take it to heart. And if you can, let us know in person. And I promise you that business owners like us, like every one of the businesses that are mentioned right here, we're all going to work our butts off to make sure that you guys are taken care of and that it doesn't happen again.
Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, you just want to improve as a business owner. You don't want anybody leaving unhappy, and you don't know what the issues are unless somebody tells you. And, this goes back to you can say it in the car as if somebody cuts you off. You can say it online when somebody cuts you off, but you can also say it in a bar to the bar owner. That they didn't have the best experience.
No, you can't fix it if they don't know about it.
Correct. Right.
So
That's
give them
right.
a chance to do
I'm
it.
really proud of the bar staff that we've built, the core bar staff that we've built for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all of them are approaching the summer as a stakeholder. And so if you tell them, I'm going to know about it because they want the business to do as well as I do.
Right.
And in many meetings, many conversations I've had with them, they're all in. Friday, as an example, we walked into one of the coolers, and one of the bartenders was like, "This just isn't that organized." First thing she did was like, "I'm gonna spend 25 minutes. Are you okay with me stepping off the floor so I can get this organized to a point where I feel like it's really nice in here and it's easy to access?" And I was like, "Absolutely. I'll go watch the floor and I'll bartend."
Right.
Yeah. And I could have gone one of 2 ways. I could have said, "Oh, I'll take care of it." But I loved that she wanted to step in there to do that. And I was happy to watch the floor. And we're trying to approach the summer where everybody that's here is approaching it as a stakeholder.
Well, we were sitting at the bar, and one of the girls, we were jokingly said, "Hey, we need a Brunswick therapy drink for the summer."
Mm-hmm.
And she whipped something up, and then she's like, "No, I don't like that. Let me tweak it." And so she tweaked it. So we hope everybody goes to your page, likes it, the backyard.
Follows so you know what events are coming up.
Follow, absolutely. and watches for the release of our beverage, right?
Yeah.
Brunswick Therapy.
Brunswick Therapy.
The recipe's in my back pocket. So it's already...
You'll need therapy after this drink, let me tell you. It was that good. It was that good.
Yeah.
So, Luke, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate your time and love the...
Based on my last couple visits here, I know you're going to have a great summer and just need to get that word out.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you helping doing that.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Exciting. I've actually been there once since then.
Have you really?
Yeah, I did. I had the burger out on the patio, the backyard burger. Delicious.
The wings were really good.
Smash burger, yeah.
The wings that I had were really good. And the drink, they custom made a drink for me because I said, do you do a berry mule? And they're like, let me bring in reinforcements. And they brought in another bartender and she banged one out and it was delish. Delish. Good. So just make sure you follow their Facebook page. Keep your eyes open for some fun things. We're going to be partnering with them about for at least one thing that we know of, maybe two things. So keep your eyes on that and listen to us.
And thanks, Luke, for the interview. All right, before we get into things to do in the 2-on-2, let's take it over to Roger at Houndstown and check out the Pooch of the Week.
Hey everybody, it's Roger at Houndstown. Happy Friday. Happy Memorial Weekend coming up. I just wanted to let you know that we have Watson with us again. He was with us last week. He's with us again this week. And we'll be heading back to Berea Animal Rescue if we don't get him adopted out today for the weekend. So if anybody wants to check him out and hasn't done so yet, please feel free to reach out to Berea Animal Rescue. They are open, I think, both Saturday and Sunday. You can not only check him out, but other dogs and cats that are up for adoption. Just want to thank everybody for all of your help, again, adopting out the 11 dogs that we've adopted out so far, and helping out Berea Animal Rescue, and wish everybody a happy Memorial Weekend. We'll check in next week and let you know who's back with us next week. Have a great weekend.
So if you guys know anyone that's interested in Watson, so he doesn't have to go back to the rescue, make sure you call Roger right away. Give him a loving home.
All right, let's get into some of these things to do in the 2-on-2. We got another dining event at the Grounded Bean by Chef Cheyenne and Emily of Finest Cravings. They're hosting their 4th dinner at the Bean. It's a 5-course meal with an intimate dining experience with fresh seasonal ingredients. What do we got here? We got for $70, you got bread. It's a pesta. How do you say that? Fracchia?
Frittata?
I
Frittata?
love bread, but I don't know how to say that.
Come on, you can say Burmese dog for how many times?
Bernice.
Bernice. See?
Bernice. Well, why don't you read what's going on
Focaccia.
here?
It's focaccia bread.
Okay.
That's it.
Charred scallion butter and toasted pine nut. We got a salad. Spring mix with goat cheese, pickled shallots, candied walnuts, and strawberry balsamic. Pasta. We got spinach and ricotta agnolotti.
I don't
know.
You did good.
We should get her to pronounce all this
Yeah,
stuff.
I know. Cheyenne, get in touch with us. So when you have these, we're just going to have you read the menu.
Yeah. So you can tell us more about it, I'm sure.
Exactly. An amazing entree. Looks like chicken roulette. How do you see? Cheyenne, call us, all right? Because this is just not going well. Anyway, look at the menu. There's a dessert on top of all that. I want to remind everyone that Cheyenne was actually a contestant on MasterChef, was it?
Top Chef?
Top Chef. One of those chef shows, and did really well. So she knows what she's doing. So
Local right here in Brunswick.
Yeah.
That event is on Saturday, June 1st. It is at 5:30 p.m. Dinner is served at 6. You must prepay, so reach out to the Grounded Bean, and there will be alcohol available for purchase.
Cheyenne, call us. Right? Oh my gosh. Willow Lake Park gearing up for summer activities. Check out their event schedule for, oh my goodness, there's probably at least a dozen things on there already, if not more.
Yeah.
Everything from horseshoe tournaments to cornhole tournaments to bands,
A lot of live
bingo, kids bingo, family nights. Truly is a hidden gem in our area.
Kids fishing derbies. And you don't have to spend, the nice thing about it is you're so close, you don't have to spend the night there.
Correct.
I mean,
Not expensive to get in for the day.
Get in for
Right.
the day. They got a concrete lake you can swim in, and all these events going on, and then you just, instead of sleeping in a tent, you just go home. It's like enjoying the outdoors without any camping.
Exactly. All right. What else we got?
We got, it's the last one. This is all I got this week. We have Brunswick's Freedom Celebration coming up in July. They've got all the things planned out for July 3rd. Obviously, that's when the fireworks are. They always have it on the 3rd. They have a family movie night on the 5th and entertainment on the 6th. And then, of course, the highly anticipated Independence Celebration Parade on July 7th at 2 p.m. If you're interested in participating in the parade, you can reach out to the Rec Center for more information.
Well, I think that's going to do it.
That's it.
That was a good one. It's a holiday week too, so things are a little quiet around here. But we hope you guys have an amazing Memorial Day.
Yep.
And
don't forget to follow the Backyard on Facebook.
Yep.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook or on our website, brunswickgrouptherapy.com. And if you're interested in doing an interview with us, we're now both available separately or togetherly. And I got my camera training at the Bat Studio. So now I can borrow a camera and we can do it over here, do it over there, do it with audio, do it with camera. All the options.
Nobody wants to see that.
I don't know. I think one of these days we are going to.
No, we are going to do that. We're going to do a lot more video, give you guys something, to gawk at, make fun of, throw darts at, whichever. But thanks for listening. Please subscribe. That helps us grow. Go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thanks for listening. And here we go. Year 2.
Take care, Brunswick.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
As always, I want to thank you for checking out the Brunswick Group Therapy podcast and for supporting local Brunswick area businesses. If you enjoyed your time, please check us out online at brunswickgrouptherapy.com, where you can continue the conversation with a voice message that may be featured on future podcast episodes or posts. You can also follow us on our Brunswick Group Therapy social media pages on both YouTube and Facebook. If you own or manage an area business and would like to be featured in an upcoming Brunswick Group Therapy podcast, please reach out to Kimberlee or I through any of our social media pages. We are passionate about supporting local, and it's the reason for this podcast.
Thank you for joining us for another therapy session. A reminder that the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the participants and do not represent any business, group, employer, or organization. The material and information presented here is for general information and entertainment purposes only.